Everybody, and welcome to my live tonight. The topic tonight is about mindset. So first of all, I'm just going to see who's on. If you are on right now or joining me for this live, pop your name in the comments, say hello and where you're from. Tell me a little bit about yourself, and then we can keep moving on with the live. If you're watching the replay, thanks for watching, and I hope that you find this valuable information. So today, or tonight, I should say, I wanted to talk about mindset. Now, first of all, let's clear up what is mindset. Anyone know what mindset is? All right. So when you've popped a comment below, hi Larissa. What is mindset about? Mindset is about how we think. Okay. Now, you've probably heard before people say about having a positive mindset, or people might say that person has a negative mindset, or a growth mindset, or not a growth mindset, a limited mindset. So what do we mean by that? When people have a positive or growth mindset, is that they are obviously positive about things and they can look beyond a problem. They rather look for the solutions rather than look at the problems. If we say that people have a limited or negative mindset, it means that they are not able to see beyond that actual issue that they have. Okay, so mindset is really, really important. What I want you to do is think about maybe a belief that you might have that is holding you back. Now, you can share it if you like, or you can just keep it to yourself. Now, I want you to think about that limit, what we call a limiting belief. Okay, think about also what is that doing in terms of holding you back from achieving a certain goal. So just have a think about that. Now, I'm going to give you an example. When we say things to ourselves like, I can't do that, it's just too hard. What do you think that negative belief or that limiting belief is doing in order to get you to that goal? Do you think you're going to be able to achieve that goal if you're thinking like that? No way. Okay. But if you reframe that and you say to yourself, okay, I am working towards that goal each day. I am going to achieve my goals by a certain date. I am good enough to achieve my goals. Okay. It is just as simple as that. The thing is, you've got to work out first what those limiting beliefs are. So it's like an onion. You've got to peel back those onion layers, right? And find out what it is that is stopping you from moving forward. Now, you might be fine right now, but you might find as you grow and you expand that comfort zone, each time you expand that comfort zone, you come to another onion layer that needs to be pulled back. And it may not have even been a limiting belief that you thought of before or even knew that you had, because it doesn't really come to the surface until you're ready, until you've pushed out the boundaries of that comfort zone. Okay, so the important thing is, what can you do to change it? Yes, you can change it. Okay, you have a choice. You can either choose to, one, stay where you are and keep that limiting belief that you have, or two, you can choose to work out how to reframe it and start taking on a new belief, not limiting, a new belief. Okay, so how do we do this? Well, this is the key thing, you see. This limiting belief came from something that was said to you growing up, an event that's happened in your life where you've decided that this is who you are now. Let me give you an example. If you're someone that says to you, I'm not good enough, if you say that to yourself. Now, again, you don't have to share with me. I'm just giving you examples, all right? Now, for me, when I worked out where that limiting belief came from me, it was because as a child, I wasn't getting 100% in tests. So I was made to feel like I wasn't good enough. Now, I'm sure that that wasn't my parents' intention, and it was more to spur me on to try even harder. However, oh, you made it, Mindy, welcome. However, what it does is, as a child, you tend to hold on to it and you make it mean something. Okay, so you make that event mean something to you, and then you say it to yourself whenever there are issues or things happen and arise. So, for example, that was said, and then you don't get 100% on the next test, and you say, see, I'm not good enough. And it happens again, and you say, see, I'm not good enough. And what happens is you keep perpetuating that cycle, right? Now, the key here is you need to break that cycle, okay? You have to break that cycle. You have to start getting your subconscious brain to believe that you are good enough. How do you do that? You do that through a few different techniques, okay? You can do that through affirmations, which is one. I'm very strong on affirmations, okay? Saying them, writing them, reading them, doing them in front of a mirror. It can be I am affirmations or some type of positive thing that you might say to yourself, all right? So like, I am worthy, I am enough, my life is exactly as I want it to be, all right? Because what happens is when you say these positive things over and over and over again, and you've probably heard that your conscious mind and your subconscious mind can't tell the difference, all right? So you keep feeding your subconscious mind with these amazing affirmations, and eventually it becomes a habit and it becomes a belief that you embed, okay, in your life. So the first thing, affirmations, definitely. Okay, that's your first thing you need to start doing. The second thing you need to start doing is journaling. Now, what do I mean by journaling? Getting a little book. I've got one, my book here, a special book that I write in every day, okay? Now, I don't always write the same thing every day. Some days I do. I write whatever I feel is there, I guess, on my heart when I'm ready to write in the morning. And I usually do this in the morning. It's part of my morning routine. But whenever you choose to do it is fine. Now, you can journal the affirmations. You can journal about your feelings. You can journal about your life's desires. You can journal about anything that you want in a positive way, okay? You can even journal to release and surrender certain beliefs. So I release and surrender the belief that I'm not good enough. Okay, you're letting it go. You've got to let it go. It's got to come out. Okay, and you keep doing that until you feel like you've let it go and you've changed that behavior and that belief about yourself. Now, so we've got first tip, affirmations. Second tip, journaling. Third tip I'm going to give you to start is gratitude. Now, gratitude can change your whole perspective from day to day, okay? What you need to start doing is start to be grateful for what you have right now and being grateful for what you're going to have. And when you look at things with a grateful attitude and a grateful heart, you feel lighter, you feel happier, you feel like you want to help other people, okay? So being grateful for the fact that you have a house to live in, being grateful that you have your hot cup of coffee in the morning, being grateful that you can have technology during this time, being grateful that you can have good health right now, okay? So whatever it is, gratitude is really, really important. Now, if you just think for 1 minute, and I'm sure you can come up with at least 3 to 5 things you're grateful for. When you do that, feel the feelings that you have. It's a lot different and it's a lot lighter than if you're focusing on what you don't have. Okay? Really, really important. Okay? So, the 3 things that you need to start doing in order to start shifting your mindset, okay, is start doing affirmations daily, more than once a day if you can. Okay, you can have them pinned up around where you can see them visually. That all goes into your mind subconsciously. Okay, you can say them in front of the mirror, like I said. You can write them down. Journaling is the second thing. Okay, start unloading into a journal. All right, positive, and releasing and surrendering the negative beliefs. All right, and the third thing is gratitude, leading with a grateful heart. Okay, that's what's going to open that pathway, set you open and free. Because look at it this way and have a think about your own situations where you have focused on something and it hasn't been a good focus, it's been negative. And what did you get? You still got the negative. So try this for me this time. Focus on the positive and see what comes back to you. And I guarantee you it's going to be positive. Okay? So it really does work when you change how you think about things. And the last little thing I'm going to leave you with, if you are feeling at times where things aren't going your way, you're not happy about certain situations, you need to stop and ask yourself, can I control this situation? Or what can I control? And that's what you focus on. Okay? Because then it gives you that sense of power, that sense of ownership, that sense of certainty. And that's all the things that we need to feel good. All right. So I know I've given you a lot of information there. This will be up in the group. So if you want to go back and rewatch it, please do. Does anyone have any questions for me about anything that I've said tonight in terms of mindset? Otherwise, I can sign off and let you go and enjoy the rest of your Friday night. Thank you so much for joining me. And if you do think of any questions later, pop them up in the group and I'd be happy to answer them for you. Thanks, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your Friday night. Love to you all. Bye.